this is PrimEval, and welcome back to part 25 of my Deity Let's Play as the Celts on a huge Earth map. This is a 43 Civ True Start location game. It's been pretty fun looking at how this alternate history of the world performs and how it plays out on the real world's geography. But the turn times have been getting progressively slower and slower, which is definitely a detraction. And even during the game, I do have some lag on unit movement and response. But let's continue. So, how many civs are at war with us right now? Well, we have made peace with a few. Right now we're at war with Spain, Japan, Austria, Ethiopia, Byzantium, Indonesia, Rome, Siam, Polynesia, Mongolia, Brazil, Egypt, the Netherlands, Korea, the Inca, China, the Ottomans, Morocco, Russia, Arabia, Songhai, India, the Huns, Denmark, Assyria, Sidon. Okay, now we're into city-states. They're not quite as important. But that's quite the list. And you might think that some of these AIs just declared war on us, you know, to please their friends. Maybe they were bribed into it. Maybe they were pressured in, you know, because they want to remain friendly or whatever. But a surprising number of extremely distant civs have actually sent their armies to us. So Brazil, all the way down here, that's for embarked units. That would probably take a good 15 turns to get over here, has actually sent units over to us, including some submarines and a squad of cannons and riflemen. Now we have dealt with, or mostly dealt with, Brazil's little expeditionary force. We have the remnants of Theodora's force as well. She sent a fleet of pirate privateers and a similar mix of cannons and riflemen. And let's see, Theodora is all the way over here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, also somewhere in the 15 to 20 turn range for her to get over. And not only that, but she's got to navigate all of these other civilization borders and probably a big traffic jam of units there too. And our friends Austria have been harassing us with artillery. We're also at war with Spain. They sent an additional, well, they sent a small force out, a small navy out, because they're so close. We dealt with that fairly easily, and they haven't sent a serious force out since. So if we can stabilize, we'll probably attack our neighbors. Spain, maybe take Nottingham. If we no longer share borders over land, maybe we can make peace with Austria. And then we can also go and attack Denmark. There's a trade route that I want to pillage here. Let's do that right now. And I suppose we can swing back to our borders, keep the admirals safe. And these guys want to get within our borders to heal up. We do want to take care of this cannon and this rifle before he pillages our tiles, since I don't actually have a worker in Ireland at the moment. And we may as well use someone who is already healed up. Got logistics and range on our ship of the line here. That's definitely welcome. Swing over to here. A bit of a waste of his logistics, but we don't have an enemy to fight right now. Meanwhile, the rest of our fleet is going to want to heal up, so we'll just go and park in the Celtic Sea to heal, and then we'll decide where we want to send this fleet. Either over to Denmark, hit Nottingham, makes the most sense since it's nearby. So we'll hit Nottingham first, assuming no other fleets appear, and then we can decide whether we want to go for Seville or Cologne. Seville does have less combat strength, so that seems like the most likely target. Alright, so this guy is a good candidate for getting healed up. Let's move him over here. Heal. Maybe our more injured guys can take the inner ring. And there's still the Brazilian cannon. Alright, so we'll send over our uninjured frigates to take care of this guy. Let's see. over to here should do the trick. And we can park this privateer here, he'll heal. Have all of these guys heal. The Great Admiral can go and maybe park himself out with the rest of the fleet. Sleep for now. This ship of the line is free to maybe take a shot at this artillery beast. Oh, never mind. That's all of his movement. Right, this guy can take a promotion. Land targeting. Some damage there. And I guess we'll wait for everyone to embark. We'll just heal there too. So a nice turn where a lot of our ships get a chance to heal up. So a much deserved break for them. Privateers here to heal. And we've got another Korean cargo ship that we can pillage here. We finally found all of the Asian trade routes. Alright, do I want to head over towards Honolulu or check out what Korea and Japan might have going with each other? Definitely the latter. Now I did go and spend my faith on a great prophet, only because I've given up on finishing either tradition or rationalism where we could purchase great engineers and great scientists. And so if I actually plan on building out Hubble, which at the moment seems like it's going to be tricky since we are a good, let's see, 17% behind the tech leader. But we definitely want to keep that as a possibility, which means we are going to need to naturally spawn a great engineer. So let's have a look at the timers on that. That's 88 turns versus 6, 15, 20, and 42. So if I could get my great engineer timer somewhere around, say, 41. Let's see, if I put in one slot here, we've got our great engineer at 35 turns. So that seems reasonable to me. We'll work at that slot there. And I was saying that we bought this great profit, so we're going to use the profit to convert York, but we might leave London as a Catholic city because Catholicism lets us purchase military units, which we might find useful at some point in time. We've also gone and denounced England because I do believe Elizabeth is soon to be eliminated, so we may as well join in on the party of pillaging her trade routes. But that looks like a good setup for now. Why don't we go and keep an eye on this privateer here who's off in the middle of nowhere. We'll flip that over to strategic mode, turn the turnover. Shaka is pleased with our denouncement of England. Germany wants to swap open borders with us. If we go and take Cologne, and then gift that to Germany, we'll be glad for the open borders. I guess it couldn't hurt. Fine, we'll swap the open borders here. Up. The other option, I suppose, is just to decline that and then offer the open border swap later when we might need it. For example, if we actually did go and liberate Cologne, return that to Germany, they would be very happy to offer us open borders after that. So we're trucking through the turns here. And last night I streamed some Endless Legend. That was pretty fun. It's been about half a year since I played Endless Legend, so it was a little rough. I was trying to go for the Broken Lord's main faction quest line victory. But since I didn't know what the steps in the faction quest were, we definitely made some less than optimal plays, which is fine, but I think I'm going to try that again, playing on impossible difficulty, going for the faction quest. That'll be tonight, about 12 hours from now. And that's with the new Guardians expansion that was released a couple days ago. Alright, so everyone is pleased that we've denounced England. The AIs really do have a strong bias towards beating up on the little guy. If I don't post the Endless Legend livestream from yesterday over to YouTube, you can find it if you want to see it. I streamed for about 3.5 hours over on the Twitch past broadcasts section. Yep, the denouncement train towards England. That's pretty much what happened to us. We weren't low on score, but probably everyone realized that they could curry favor by denouncing or declaring war on us, and that's how, well, that's not exactly how, but I can imagine that's how we got into this situation where most of the world is at war with us. Genghis Khan captured, or had a city captured by Attila. And Ru Segjun, Matter Zero, not your average doorstop. Thanks for joining the chat. Okay, so we'll flip ourselves out of strategic view. There's an English caravel all the way over here on the other side of the world. Let's see if we can find any other cargo ships. Not just now. We can go and spread religion. It would get us a little more gold per turn. So right now we've got 15 gold per turn off of tithe. We spread that, we're up to, or 25 gold per turn. Now we're up to 26 gold per turn, so that's better than nothing. Got some embarked units here. We'll want to be sure to take these guys out. Maybe I'll want to move off slightly. Oh wait, that puts me within range of Nottingham. That's definitely not where I want to be. Maybe parking. I guess we'll just have to risk being shot at by this artillery. We'll deal damage there. This guy maybe will get in the way. Park here. We'll bring this guy around and just make sure that artillery is dead. We can just block him off so he'll have to disembark and deal damage to this artillery here. Destroy it, and then now there's just only the one artillery that could potentially deal damage to these frigates. If I really wanted to, we could bring some more ships around to deal with this spam of units from Austria. Well, I guess it's really more of a trickle. That definitely doesn't qualify as spam. Alright, well, I guess while we're waiting, while we're thinking about that, let's start knocking down Nottingham. So if we go park right here, and we're within range of that Great Admiral, go take a couple shots at Nottingham. This guy's done. We've got range and logistics. Get over here. Take 2 shots. We should probably move the Admiral into position to help with that. And these guys don't have range, so if we want to level them up quickly, we could let them get shot at by the city. But that'll be for a later turn. Let's also make sure there aren't any other ships that we need to go and hunt down. No, that looks fine. And choosing production. It does look like it's getting safer, where we could actually kick out some cargo ships. But if I am going to be capturing more cities, I will need to offset the unhappiness. In which case, let's get to work on that Cayley Hall. And as for this ship of the line, he's guarding Edinburgh, so let's just move him maybe down to, say, somewhere where he's still going to be able to protect this Great Admiral, over to here, and if no one appears next turn, they'll get some turns of well-deserved rest. Heal his aching bones. We'll just park here, and with these privateers, we can do some advanced scouting, make sure no other fleets are approaching, see if we can pick off some cargo ships. So that's everything. That was a nice, quick turn. Let's, again, we'll keep an eye on this frigate. Oh no, we'll keep an eye on the troop movements around Great Britain. Massive effects. I did indeed get the Danish cargo ship to the north. And hey Nudnik, welcome to the stream. Massive effects, I think you were interested in using some of the Nightbot commands. I do have Nightbot activated, modded, and in the channel. So if you want to assign some commands, I think you'll be able to do that with the setcom or editcom commands. Feel free to play with that, just don't do anything too ridiculous. And probably don't play with my broadcast title unless the situation calls for it. And Matter Zero, not your average doorstop. If you guys want to be mods, you guys have been good regulars on this morning slot stream for me. So if you want to be moderators, just let me know and I'll mod you up. You'll be able to play with these Nightbot commands in the Twitch chat. And if someone's posting malicious links or spamming a lot of irrelevant chatter, you'll be able to time them out or ban them as you feel appropriate. Just don't abuse your mod powers. Alright, so Matter Zero has accepted modship with aw shucks, why not? And not your average doorstop with a Tyrannosaurus roaring emoticon and ultimate power. And Massive Effects is trying to use a command to adjust the music. I don't have any music plugged into Nightbot right now. The soothing ocean noises are just from the linked webpage. I think the only command I have in here right now is !Celts, which brings up all of the mods that I'm using. Hazardous asks, what victory condition am I going for? I think the only one that's practical on this massive 43 civ map is going to be the science victory, but we're a little behind on that, so we'll see how that all works out. I think if I'm feeling safe, if I feel like I can spare most of my navy away from Great Britain, we'll try to send that over to Brazil, knock down one of their cities, and try to slow down the tech leader that way. So Massive Effects, I think you need to, I don't know, I tried to set it so that the moderators could edit commands. You might need to use the edit com, !edit com space, !game space, whatever you want game to say. So you can give that a try, but we'll keep on going here. Okay, so choose production over in Iceland. Well, I guess we're making decent science. We've got both the public schools and the universities online in all of our cities. We'll just go and work on a Cayley Hall. Work our way towards that for the happiness and the smallest bit of culture. Ooh, perfect. And an English cargo ship. Wait, are we have not... Okay, we've denounced them, but we haven't declared war on them yet. So,
Oh, it's you.
we'll go and declare war on Elizabeth. Goodbye. And trade route plundered, excellent. No other fleets coming over, like I might expect. I don't know, we are at war with a lot of these guys, so maybe Brazil would send another fleet, maybe even say, who else are we at war with? I don't know. Any other fleets would be a little too far away. It would be kind of ridiculous to see, like, say, maybe Indonesia sending a fleet over to make good on their declaration of war against us. But Harold is sending over a fleet, or a small group of ski infantry. I think this guy can take some turns to heal up. We'll sleep here. And these guys are looking for trade routes to pillage. Maybe we don't want to actually go right beside that Japanese privateer. Alright, well, we're here now. If we survive, we've got a couple more trade routes to pillage. And we've got some embark units to destroy. What do I want to do with this great profit? We could go convert Amsterdam. That, well, actually that wouldn't be safe. The city bombard would be dangerous for us. Who do I want to kill here? Damage there. Kill damage here, and then we'll make sure these guys don't land. Kill that artillery. That looks fine. These guys will go and deal damage to Nottingham. We do have a Goliath from Spain there potentially making trouble. And as for our profit converting Amsterdam, Matter Zero suggests protecting our profit with a naval unit. We'll just park the naval unit on top of the embarked Great Prophet. Yeah, that's a thing we could do. Alright, so keep on knocking down Nottingham here. Okay, heal. Great Prophet, for the moment, can go and he should be safe to disembark right there. Meanwhile, we have used up our shots. Let's keep on blockading the English Channel here. Stop units from disembarking. And do I want to upgrade this frigate? Being shot at by the city is a nice way to get experience, and we do have enough frigates that we don't mind having a few of these guys out of commission while they heal up. And we also want to bring the Admiral into the party. Sleep here. And bombard. And we will protect the crab. Sleep. And over in York, if we are worried about happiness, we could kick out the courthouse or the Colosseum. I don't know if I want to run more of that negative cult return. Maybe getting the Musicians Guild up. That'll help us with pumping out culture for our next social policy. We have our next policy in 2 turns. We'll definitely want to grab secularism, and that'll further incentivize us working those culture slots, because they'll also generate science for us. So that'll be really good. Okay, so that looks like the turn. We'll flip that over to strategic mode. Go next. Alright, excellent. So, Massive Effects has figured out how to use the edit command with Nightbot. And it looks like Massive Effects has successfully updated the game command. Yes, that totally worked. So mods can use the edit com. Sweden's denouncing us, that's not great. The edit com command, which means you can probably use the add com command as well, which will be good. Oh yes, and Massive Effects did try to troll us there. He used the run ad command. I'm not a Twitch partner, so I can't control when my ads run, unless someone else, unless an ad actually did run, in which case, please let me know if someone had a inappropriately timed ad, in which case, please don't play around with the !ad command. And I've set, apparently, edit comms so everyone can use it. Is that true? Let's have a look at... I'm still really new to this whole Nightbot thing. Broadcast commands, custom commands, adcom does have the symbol for moderators only, as does countdown, delcom, editcom. I think the editcom and adcom are only moderator powers, but !game can be invoked by anyone, but can't be edited by anyone. Only moderators and myself can edit that. So I think the settings are as I want them to be, but we'll see how that all evolves as we get more used to what we can do with Nightbot. I think it'll be mostly a toy for the moderators to play with responsibly, but I doubt I'll be putting in all sorts of edits while I stream. Although, given the length of these turn times, I guess I do have some time to play with that. Alright, so it would seem... How did our... Oh man, that was pretty dangerous. So we'll go and hopefully this is the frigate that got the promotion. He'll take an instant heal, pillage as many cargo ships as we can, and then run away. Hazardous. Originally, including ourselves, there were 43 civs. Every civ that's in the game. Okay, good. So we'll take the instant heal here. If we could go and pillage, let's see, can we escape? Alright, so Zone of Control is stopping us from achieving all of our cargo ship pillaging dreams. Let's go and pillage that. We're almost back up to full health, and we'll just try to run away, and then come back later. Hopefully they won't chase us down, and we'll come back and pillage some more of these cargo ships. Such is my hope. And go deal damage there. Definitely want to intercept these ski infantry before they land. Go park over here. Bombard. Get over to here. Take out that ski infantry. And ooh, we've got more cargo ships to pillage. Alright, let's get over in that direction. This guy can hide under that ship line. We'll go and let's just take some shots at these ski infantry here. And then next turn we'll go and pillage that route. That'll keep us in the positive, prevent our deficit from eating into our science per turn. Meanwhile, let's send some more of these privateers out to look for other trade routes we could pillage and also give us advance warning for approaching enemy fleets. I think we are friends with America, so we won't be pillaging that cargo ship, but this guy can take a much deserved break, as can this guy. Do I want to get a little closer with the Great Prophet? No, he'll just park here for this turn. We'll keep on taking little shots at Nottingham. This guy can pull back to Dublin to heal up. Now, I don't really want Nottingham. I mean, the last time around it had a university and it might even have had a public school. It does get me some aluminum. I guess it's fair population. It would have a city connection since it does have a harbor, although we'll see if that survives the actual city capture. But I suppose it would be a good base of operations for when I start attacking Seville or Barcelona. It looks like Spain has entered the next tech era because the city strength, combat strength for these cities has gone up, and so it's on par with Cologne now. London. We could use all of our gold here to buy a public school. And since we are worried about the science victory, let's do that. Go and employ the slot there. And let's go and build out the monuments here. That looks good. How are our spies doing? Okay, we've got set up in Cuzco. That's 100 turn steel. The Incans have a secret surprise attack force set up, headed somewhere, probably not to us, but who knows? The AI makes its decisions. Let's see. So even though Arabia has the highest potential rating, it's still a 28 turn steel. If I could adopt autocracy and get the double speed spy stealing, that could be really helpful. But I guess we are finishing our factories. We might be able to select a ideology soon, so we'll have to take another look at that. Let's have a look at either India or Russia. Let's have a look at demographics. Who's likely doing better on tech here, India or Russia? Russia is higher on score. Let's go and have a look at Moscow then. And since we are worried about this frigate dying, we'll keep an eye on what they end up doing during the turn transition. And I'll catch up on what sort of new commands have been added by my mods. Let's see. Thanks for adding the YouTube command there, not your average doorstop. That'll be a nice, easy way to add a link to my YouTube channel whenever anyone asks. Matter Zero, yeah, I definitely agree about Nottingham. It's not a great city, but I don't want Austria to have it. I want to have free access to that coast. And if I take out Nottingham, I think I'll be able to make peace with Austria. We won't have significant shared borders. Plus, she'll have, suffered a defeat. I've been killing her units pretty regularly here. She might be willing to take peace soon. Um, but it does control some nice hexes, at least as a base of operation against Spain. So as much as I don't really want to drag down my social policies and my tech. So cities, each city that you have increases the cost of future technologies by between 2 and 5%. The amount is scaled for map size. So since we're playing on a huge map here, each new city increases the cost of the next tech by 2%. So we'll see how much of a science yield we can get out of Nottingham, and if at least we break even on the science increase there. Oh, did I run out of coal? Is that what happened? How did I run out of coal? I thought I had finished the factories. That's frustrating. So I've got coal here. Am I selling coal? We're short 1. Morocco wants a peace treaty. I suppose we can take that. What could possibly have happened to that coal? I don't remember clicking yes on... Oh, okay. That cannon pillaged the coal here. Do I even have a worker around? Doesn't look like I do. We'd have to send one over from Iceland, which is going to take a while. Okay, so that's going to delay our ideology by quite a bit more. There's Portugal denouncing us. You'll pay for that in time. Alright, what happened to all my workers? I think I must have deleted them prematurely. Alright, so we'll have to go... Unless there's a worker right here, hiding behind that trade caravan. Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, we'll have to bring the worker over from Iceland. Thanks for adding a Twitter command as well there, not your average doorstop. Let's flip this over to the regular view. I thought I would have had at least one worker on the mainland here, but I guess I got a little ahead of myself and deleted. So that's going to take us 4 turns to get over. That's not terrible, but it's not great either. We could maybe buy coal from, say, Washington. Trade. Strategics. Alright, fine, let's buy 1 coal for... What does he value this at? 45? What would make this deal work? How about 35? Alright, so 45, fine. We'll pay a small penalty for our carelessness. And what was London? Wait, is it all of my cities that need... Okay, we've got a factory here. No factory in the capital. And did our work on the factory stop in York as well? That is exactly what happened. What about Dublin? Alright, so we need a lot more of our coal back. We'll just wait for this worker to get over. And as for the policy, we're definitely going to need secularism. And choose production here, London. Monument is done. Doesn't look like we've got good growth, so we won't worry about the aqueduct. The stock exchange would definitely be valuable for us. We could pump out another ship of the line. Let's go for 1 more ship of the line. They're pretty useful. And, well, then we'll consider a stock exchange. Okay, take those units out. Take down the ski infantry. Ooh, multiple Danish cargo ships. Alright, so now we have enough gold on hand that if we want to make getting those factories a priority, which we really should, Are we at war with Rome as well? Let's go and check on that. Well, let's just click on a city. Rome. We are at war. Okay, so that's another cargo ship which we could pillage next turn. So, what was I thinking about? Yes, that's right. Buying coal from America. We have at least 2 more factories that we want to work on. Dublin and York. What about in Iceland? Were we working on a factory there too? We weren't. That's 33 turns. Alright, let's buy another 2 coal from Washington. And we'll flip these guys over to factories. Would I rather the Musicians Guild first or the factory? Let's build out the factory. Since well, I do want to work those slots, but I can wait 6 turns on that. Alright, so our fleet here is in a nice spot where we can defend against enemies who are trying to come in from across the world, and meanwhile they are gaining experience and getting ready to, or they're softening up Nottingham so that we can take that down eventually. Would I rather have logistics or range? I think I'd rather have logistics on this guy, and he'll just go hide in York to heal up. Meanwhile this privateer is fully healed. We'll send our privateers out as scouts. Go into York. Heal here. And let's see, does England have any more cargo ships running around that we could pillage? Portugal we're at peace with, although they did recently denounce us. But if we ever go to war, Portugal does have a lot of cargo ships out here. So far, we've... should I run away from all these units? 2 privateers is not really what I... 3 privateers is not what I want to be seeing. Alright, let's try to get out of their sight range. And then maybe we'll swing around next turn and look for more routes to pillage. Alright, so do I want to get over beside Amsterdam and spread religion here? Let's do that. Bring the Great Admiral down here where he looks fairly safe. We're going to do a spread religion. Looks like we're going to have to do that again. It wasn't quite enough to convert Amsterdam to Tungrism. Go deal some damage there. Amsterdam's going to be an easy city to take. It doesn't have very much combat strength. We'll bring one of these privateers over to the north and look for more cargo ships to pillage. And as for this frigate, he probably wants to gain some experience. We'll bring him next to Nottingham. Alright, that looks fine. Next turn, Massive Effects asks if we're planning to raise Nottingham. We'll see what buildings are in there. I think I want to hang on to it for now because that makes a good staging area for, and healing area, more importantly, for when we go and attack Spain or elsewhere. And Matter Zero is absolutely correct. If we raise Nottingham, France is just going to kick out a new settler and we'll be back to the same problem. We'll have recovered some of the tiles in that when they plant a new city, they'll have just the 7 tiles claimed there. Theodora wants a peace treaty. She did send a full-on force to attack me, but we dealt with that fairly easily, so fine. We can start making peace with more of these civilizations. So I think I am going to keep Nottingham. Hopefully it'll have some nice buildings in it. And it might even have uranium. That's right, massive effects. So there's an aluminum hill. Uranium doesn't have to spawn in a hill, and it often doesn't, but maybe there's a nice little uranium hill directly adjacent as well. Alright, Washington wants to swap embassies with us. We can definitely accept that. And yes, we can definitely see if anyone will purchase. Probably no one's interested in purchasing our horses, but we can see if we can sell the aluminum. We're not going to be building spaceship parts or nuclear submarines anytime soon, so we can sell the aluminum that we do have if we can find a partner for that. Maybe America. A lump sum might be nice, although 2 gold per turn does end up being more over time. Peace treaty with Russia, we can accept that. And we are continuing to roll through the turns. Babylon is denouncing us. Let's see, we're still at war with all the top score leaders here. Swap embassies with Portugal. How about Maria pay me for an embassy? Okay, fine, we'll swap embassies. But, Lisbon is actually looking like a much nicer city than either of the Spanish cities here. So all of those Portuguese cargo ships plus Lisbon make that a nice future target for sending our fleet after as well. Ship of the line was bombarded by Amsterdam. We still have more than half strength. The Kremlin has been built in a faraway land. And a promotion. Nice, so we'll have another range and logistics frigate. And perhaps he can help with knocking down Amsterdam. Meanwhile, this guy here, make sure all of these embarked units don't cause us any trouble. We'll swing over to Amsterdam, take a shot here. Amsterdam is now following Tengrism. And next, we could go and maybe spread this to Hamburg. We're still at war with Austria here. Alright, let's pull back with the Great Prophet for now. We'll swing over to here. This guy will take a shot and then maybe pull out of range of Amsterdam's range attack. We'll protect that there. This Swedish privateer is protecting a trade route. Excuse me. Let's see what else. We could potentially pillage this route. Parking here, unless we can make peace with Amsterdam, would just have this citadel deal damage to us. Alright, let's just go and hang out over here for now, and we'll see if we can get the Roman cargo ship or the cargo ship from Denmark. Excuse me. A little congestion from seasonal allergies. I guess, just to be safe, we'll keep the Admiral protected by a ship. And let's see, we do have a privateer who I'd like to have join our army. How much damage would I do here? 50 versus 30. Okay, so we'll take one shot with this guy and then, right, that was 44. So another shot from this guy. And no conversion. Well, can't win them all. Alright, and we'll send this frigate over to heal up somewhere. Maybe just guard these crab. And we'll keep on hunting around for cargo ships or incoming fleets. Looks like we're pretty safe. I don't see any large fleets coming in to siege down Britain, so we might be free to send our fleet over towards Brazil. They already have submarines, so that could be dangerous, but maybe we can hit them before they get nuclear submarines. And England does have a cargo ship, but we don't see where they're sending that at the moment. So let's just hang out back here, see if we can intersect a cargo ship later. And yeah, we want to repair this customs house. We want to repair the coal. There's a lot of stuff that this worker needs to be doing. Ooh, an English privateer. Let's maybe pull back to the rest of our fleet. Do I have a frigate who I can spare to the north? Not at the moment. I suppose we could go and divert one of these guys. Let's help with that English privateer. Alright, so chat is telling me that I actually have more workers than I realize. There's a worker hidden somewhere underneath one of our caravans, apparently. We'll go and check that. Okay, so there's a worker right here. I just didn't see him last I looked. So we'll send him over to repair the customs house then. Byzantium is denouncing us. It did seem strange that I would delete all of the workers on the mainland, so I just forgot where he was. He was camouflaged by that caravan. Thanks, Massive Effects and Matter Zero. We'll remedy that right away. And Austria is still sending units across the English Channel where they are easy prey to our ship of the lines and frigates. This English privateer attacked our privateer. We should be able to, well, I guess we don't really have frigates within range. But we will get back up and then we'll try to capture that English privateer in a couple turns from now. How's our frigate over by Japan doing? Open borders with Washington. I suppose that's fine. If we ever send our fleet over to North America, we'll have a place to heal. And it'll further strengthen our friendship with America. It's good to have friends. Okay, so the Indonesians, we are at war with Indonesia, right? Kind of hard to keep track of all of this. Indonesia, first of all, where does he stack up? We are at war with him. And he is trying to chase us down with these frigates and privateers. Maybe we'll want to run all the way around Australia and then swing up into Asia from the west. Swap embassies with Russia, and that'll be fine. Alright, so when we send our worker over to the customs house, that'll be our last turn for this morning's stream. For those of you who will still be awake and interested in watching streams, 12 hours from now I am going to be doing a Endless Legend stream. Or maybe 11 hours from now, we'll see. But this will be our last turn. So we do have a worker standing on top of this coal. Send him over to the customs house to repair that. Our city, take a shot at this embarked hussar. Make sure these guys are all taken care of. I suppose we can take a shot at Amsterdam. This guy has the luxury of healing up. We have made peace with Sweden. We can go and see. We can hunt down this guy. Is that dangerous? It's a little dangerous. Maybe we'll pull out of range then. And as for this privateer, we're not close enough to join up with these other guys, but we'll go and protect the worker. Somewhat. And Elizabeth actually has multiple privateers. Maybe we'll go pull back, strengthen numbers and all that. Great scientist here can sleep, and we'll swing around this way and see if we can find any other English cargo ships. Right, are we at war with the Songhai? Well, let's go and see about that. We are at war with them. Negotiate peace, perhaps another day. Alright, are the Songhai sending over an army? Not that I can see. And we have made peace with Morocco. More Portuguese cargo ships. We got a Spanish settler and caravel. And where are we going to run with this frigate? Apparently there's... okay, no, that's just out of control. I was thinking there was a submarine there for a second. A Japanese caravel. Guess we can hide behind that island. So Indonesia has quite the navy out here. Hopefully our frigate doesn't get killed. He has managed to pillage 2 Korean cargo ships, so it's definitely worth it having him out here. But he hasn't been able to be quite as useful because I've been running him away from the Indonesian and Japanese navy. No new naval units from Spain. Looks like we can capture Nottingham this turn. So we'll go and do that. Are there any other attacks I need to do before we go unhappy? Is there a good reason not to go unhappy? We are getting almost 30 science per turn off of being happy. But I really do need to I really should go and capture Nottingham. I would get a free worker out of the deal. Not that I need them. I could buy a mosque in... Well, actually I can't because it's not following Tegrism at the moment. Do I have any other cities where I could buy a mosque? Automatic faith purchase for mosques is not available, so all the cities that are following Tegrism already have mosques. We could build out a courthouse in York. That would help. So I guess the main question here is how serious is losing 30 sites? So when we take the city, that'll... Alright, well, let's take the city and see exactly how bad this is going to be for us. So if we were to create a puppet, that would give us 6 unhappiness, so we would only be -1. So that's not terrible. We could, as soon as we finished a Cayley Hall or something similar, we'd be happy again. Let's go and create a puppet then. Have a look at what buildings survived that. None of the science buildings survived, which is definitely unfortunate. There was a Cayley Hall, a museum, and an amphitheater. Not bad. A library. I wish a university or public school had survived. But overall, this isn't bad. We'd have to annex the city, which would provide 2 unhappiness, and then we'd have to send the Great Prophet over to convert it to Tengrism. So I don't know if that would actually work out. But, yeah, that seems good. Everyone else has already used up their range attacks. Great Prophet to convert Nottingham. I suppose that wouldn't be bad. Are we getting some happiness off of Catholicism here? I think we might be. If we look at the tenets of Catholicism, world religions, beliefs, sacred waters, +1 happiness from cities on rivers, and happiness from gardens. Nottingham is not on a river. Nottingham does not have a garden, so we're not going to lose anything by converting Nottingham. Seems like a bit of a waste, though. Alright, well, we still have plenty of spreads left on the Great Prophet. Let's send him over. Alright, so that's the turn. We could sell the aluminum. Yes, definitely try that. Let's see if America is interested in purchasing some aluminum. They are one of our only friends. Okay, do you like aluminum? Let's say 4 aluminum for 180. Okay, accept that and trade. Sell off the rest of our aluminum. Another 6 aluminum for 270, is that right? Alright, so we can go and purchase a courthouse in York. That makes us happy again. And we're set. Okay, so we'll have the turn roll over. And then that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. Oh, and we could also sell the horses. That's right, Massive Effects. Well, I'll try to remember for the start of Monday's stream. I guess a lot of the civs will still be using cavalry, so they might be interested in our horses. Definitely worth a try. There's Austria embarking a few more units. More civs declaring war on England. Eudora wants to swap embassies. Hey Robert as well. It's been a while since I've seen your username in chat. I'm afraid I am about to end today's stream though. I am streaming this 43 Civ huge Earth map Deity game every morning Eastern time at 7:30 a.m. I stream for about an hour, and we've probably got at least another week of this series. We're averaging maybe 5 or 6 turns per episode, and even if we don't win, it's going to be at least turn, say, 280, 290 before Brazil beats us to the scientific victory. Not that it's a foregone conclusion. We might be able to pull something out. Since no one's... I haven't scouted any other fleets headed towards Great Britain. Maybe we can divert our entire fleet here, assuming we make peace with Spain and Austria. We could go and attack Brazil and maybe weaken them that way. We'll see. And these turns are brutally long. It is mostly just listening to nice ocean sounds as we watch the little progress bar on the bottom tick by. So Suleiman wants to make peace. I'm happy to accept that. And I'm glad to hear that you're following along on YouTube, Robert, as well. Alright, so that's it for today's episode. I'm also going to be streaming some Endless Legend tonight around 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, May 1st, 2015. So, hope to see some of you then. Our gold per turn isn't looking too nice. Probably some of our city connections have been blockaded. We do have 3 more potential trade routes that we could be running, and I should get those going again. I think the seas around Great Britain are safe enough now that we could run some internal cargo ships. We'll get that set up in the next episode. But that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Primeval, signing off.